Michelle here from Straw-Bearie.com. I'm a teacher, I'm a crafter, and I'm a DIYer. And today I'm going to show you how I put together a cool recipe binder as a gift, but you could also do this for yourself. I made this recipe binder for my son. He's newly graduated from college, had always lived in the dorms. This is his first time in an apartment. And I don't know if he's going to really appreciate it that much right now, but hopefully in the years to come, as it's a gift that he will probably have forever, and it can keep growing, maybe he'll appreciate it more later on. So I found this on Amazon. It's the Kofis brand, and they had a whole bunch of different patterns, which I really liked because some were really, really girly, and this one was just kind of fun with all the little dogs on it and stuff. So I thought that this worked for a young man. I was going to buy my own binder and put it together myself and do my own dividers and everything, but I couldn't find any binders this size for any cheaper than the already put together kit. So this was just a kit. So you open it up and it does have like cooking measures, so that's pretty handy. And then it has dividers. It comes with recipe cards, and these also match the theme. They have little dogs on them. They have a place for the title, a place for From the Kitchen of, listing the ingredients here, writing the instructions here, and then even how many people it serves. And then on the back of the cards, it's just lines, so that if your recipe does move to the back, you've got that room. I really like the way they set this up of having the ingredients on the sides, so you can get almost everything on the front of the card. These are 4x6 cards, and of course you can always add more cards to it, which I did buy some extra plastic sleeves so that we can add more to it. On the back, they have some more measurements. It does have tabs, and that's the only thing I'm a little disappointed in, is that I would have preferred to make my own tabs with my own categories, but these are fine. I did this for a number of reasons, but one very specifically that I can think of is my husband, when his grandmother died back when he was in high school, his favorite food that she made went with her. It was never written down and passed down, and so he's always looking for that coconut cream pie that tastes just like Granny made, and it would have been really nice to have had Granny's coconut cream pie recipe. So I thought having some of the family favorites in here would be a really good thing. And some of them are very, very basic. I had relatives send me recipes to add to this. So under Appetizers and Beverages, we've got like homemade salsa that I make. Don't know if he'll make it anytime soon, but it's really good. And if I'm ever not here, something happens to me, or if he moves across the country and he needs good salsa, he's got the recipe for it. Some of them, especially ones that like my relatives sent in, we just typed up and put on paper and stuck them inside. And then you'll see that some I hand wrote and some I typed up, just kind of depending on what mood that I was in. Family favorite recipes that, you know, he ate as a kid all the time are in here, as well as the ones from some of the relatives that sent me recipes. I have to tell you that I am like really in love with this, and I now have one of these on my Amazon wish list because I want to make one for myself. I just love the way that it's organized, and the fact that the recipes are covered in plastic so they don't get all dirty like my cards do that are in a file box that I've had since I got married. I got married pretty young. I just turned 20 and then got married, and I'd only lived at home or in a dorm room, no place where I had to cook. And my husband was the same. And my mom had me go through cooking school with her that summer before I got married. And it was really more of not cooking school necessarily, but more like budgeting school and life school, having to deal with things in the kitchen. So she took me and she showed me, like at the grocery store, if you want to buy potatoes, you can buy a big old bag of potatoes, just regular raw potatoes, Or you can buy a bag of French fries, or you can buy a bag of potato chips, and how they were almost the same price, but you get so much more out of the bag of potatoes. So if you're willing to put forth the effort of cooking yourself, you're going to save money. And she showed me a lot of different tricks like that about how to save money. And during cooking school, I would have to go into a recipe box and I would write down all the recipes that I wanted to have in my kitchen. And she wrote some down for me. And some of them were super basic, like how to bake a potato. Of course, that was before the internet, so I kind of needed those things. I know now kids can just go on the internet to see how to bake a potato, but I think it's still nice to have it all in one spot and not have to always pull out your phone every time you want to cook something. This was a Christmas present for my son, and when he came home for Christmas, you know, I'm still like kind of going, I don't know if he's gonna like this or not. And we wanted to bake cookies before Christmas, and we started baking snickerdoodles together, and he's like, pulls out his phone and he takes a picture of my recipe card of my snickerdoodles. He's like, I don't know when I'll ever make them, but I need this recipe because snickerdoodles is kind of our thing. And I was just over the moon because he hadn't gotten this yet. He didn't know this was coming. And to know that, yeah, there were some recipes that he would want and that he would appreciate just made me feel really good. This is going to make a great gift for a college graduate, for someone moving out on their own. Like I said, I gave it to my son for Christmas. I want one for myself. This would be great for someone getting married, something like this. And again, they come in different designs. Thank you all so much for watching. I hope that you enjoyed some of the tips that I had in this video. Please like it, subscribe, tell your friends, and have an awesome, fantastic day and a wonderful new year.